Hello and welcome to another new video, and today we are going to be talking about your worst Undertale theory. See, I went ahead and asked you, what is your worst Undertale theory that you have ever heard? And these are the answers you have come up with. Now, I want to quickly said Undertale twice in that post, and half of them were still about fucking Deltarune. So, this is the only time I am acknowledging it. If you wrote a Deltarune theory, you're not getting in. With a single exception. Somebody wrote a non-Undertale theory that I have to address because it's that fucking stupid and harmful. Under my announcement that the pool is closed, someone replied, "At KindMod, a new non-Undertale theory I have is that every YouTuber secretly watches your channel, since your Undertale Tomorrow video came out. I've seen so many others pop up. They are all cowards for not showing their face in the comment section, just saying." Now, fun fact, Deltarune Tomorrow is not a very unique idea. If a community makes a joke way too over fucking blown, like Deltarune Tomorrow, and I make a video about it, and someone happens to make a video about the exact same thing on the exact same day, just a few hours later, that doesn't mean shit. I have less than 3K views on that video. Nobody is watching that. I've had like one guy with over 100,000 subs show up. And that was on the Hear Me Out video, which got so many damn views. So no, I don't think anyone is stealing my content, because there's barely any content to goddamn steal. So the multiversal KindMod theory is, wrong. That's an F tier theory right there. And also, yeah, the way we are ranking these theories is F tier if they're not happening, they're just not real, up to C tier that they could possibly be real, and then S tier if they are just the truth, if it's literally just canon. So it's about that time. We got the Void Buster with that Toriel is a clone of Asgo, and the big reveal at the end of the game is that all of this time the king was the person that taught you how to play at the start of the game. They used Papyrus's line in the true pacifist ending as evidence. Now that is very stupid. The joke of Papyrus not being able to tell the two apart because they're both goats is funny, but also doesn't make sense because Asgo has a beard and Toriel does not have a beard, but that's besides the point. They're definitely not clones. That's gotta be racist. Like, bro sees a goat and is like, that's clones right there. I feel like that's a pretty good F tier theory. The U2 in entry 17 are Chara and Azriel. Because Gaster babysits the children. That's fucking funny, actually. I mean, that could technically be the case. Don't get me wrong, it's absolutely stupid and not the case. But, like, it could be. Technically, Gaster could have lived during the time where the whole Azriel Chara thing happened. And technically, he could have just gone off on a monologue and was like, oh wait, I've children to babysit. What do you two think? Hey, I'm a cool uncle. So I wouldn't put it in F tier because it's funny and also technically possible. So that's a Gaster babysit theory. Gaster sitter. What if Toriel's theme is called Fallen Down because the real Toriel is secretly fallen down and melted into one of the amalgamates, and the Toriel we see here is merely a trickster in disguise? Source, trust me, bro. That does actually raise the question as to why Toriel's theme is called Fallen Down. However, I don't think it's because of the state of Fallen Down. It's probably just because that child just fell down. First friendly thing the child sees is Toriel, so he fallen down, you know? You fell from this light, monster genocide. I mean, no, it's not even technically possible. I feel like even a highly skilled trickster would fucking not be able to trick trick Asgo, because like they meet at the end of Pacifist, and Asgo sees Tori and is like, oh, my wife, and Tori is like, okay, dreamer. I don't know. Sans Undertale is the fallen human's corpse brought back to life using Wing Gaster's cool science shit. Would I presume this? Wait, what? Is the fallen human's corpse brought back? So, like, multiple corpses, or is like a single fallen human? Because no, hold on. If we go under the assumption that Gaster was alive when a human corpse was in front of him, and then he used wing-ding Gaster science stuff to bring the corpse back to life and make it a skeleton. But how did the skeleton get a monster? That's no. Sans has a monster soul, and so it cannot be a fallen human, Lamar. You don't actually kill Sans because we don't see him die on screen. You level up, but your kill count stays the same, so that means Sans is just chilling at Krillby's. I love subversion for the sake of subversion. Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. This theory makes me irrationally angry. There are like 2 theories that I actually give a shit about, that make me like actually mad whenever I think about them. That one theory that I'm not gonna name because then I fucking destroy my connections in this industry, and the other theory that being this one, that Sans survives Jenna. That's just not possible from a game perspective. Like, you level up in the moment. He dies. You level up. You know the sound that you hear when Sans dies? That's the sound every monster makes when they die. Technically, also the sound when they're spared. But you don't spare Sans, do you? It certainly isn't the sound for running away, which Sans is doing here if he doesn't fucking die. We know the sounds of running away because Flowey ran away in the neutral ending, if you spare him. So no, Sans, quite literally, in the confines of game mechanics, cannot survive. And even if we ignore all of the goddamn evidence against it, it doesn't matter. The entire universe gets destroyed. He's fucking dead anyway. He would be a fucking dumbass to stop at that point. Like, imagine you have the choice between doing one Hail Mary attack because you technically have 0.001 HP left and to possibly kill the human, or you go to Grillby's and watch the entire multiverse explode. It's the dumbest shit of all fucking time. The whole game is just Frisk in a coma after the fall and Chara is their doctor. It can happen. It is a possibility. It's a narrative fucking stupid possibility, but like, it is a possibility in all technicalities. Mad Pat's theory about Sans and Papyrus actually emerging from Gaster splitting up because he also says that the 2 people he's talking to are Elvis and Sans, which is impossible because if Sans is a part of him, then how can he talk to him? This theory also doesn't explain why the hell Gaster still exists in one way or another, and also doesn't explain why Deltarune tomorrow has Sans and a presumed existence of Papyrus even though Gaster's never split from that universe. The theory also does state that Gaster created the Deltarune using the termination extractor, but doesn't explain how he did it, and this is just completed and self-contradicting. At least Sans' Ness theory had some originality, but some solid proof, but this theory has no solid proof that doesn't get support for more grounded theories. I'm gonna be honest, none of that comment made any sense. Like, the points they made didn't make any sense. I've seen the theory when it came out, by the way. Like, it's not that great. It's also not that bad. Like, if you ignore Deltarune, which we are doing, by the way, fucking I specified it twice. We're talking Undertale theory here. So yeah, Deltarune doesn't fucking matter, people. You know, you can be not dead and technically split up parts of yourself. Like, the theory wasn't that Papyrus and Sans are just Gaster. The theory was that Sans is, I think, the left part of the brain and Papyrus is the right part of the brain. Not like exactly, but like in the technical kind of way. Like, the theory wasn't he split up and then transferred himself into turned himself into 2 skeletons. No, that wasn't the theory. Don't get me wrong. The theory is wrong. Like, I cannot imagine a universe where that's actually true. But, you know, in all technicalities, there is no reason to suspect it's wrong. Other than narrative, you know, being bad if it is. Personally, not a fan. But, like, it's... Gaster refers to Tammy and Toby when talking in entry 17, and he's making Deltarune there and unfortunately got split into groups of literal fucking atoms before he could complete everything, so he just stalls out everything. I feel like there was a few theories in there, like just combined. I feel like my brain is like slowly but surely devolving as I'm reading these. But I mean, yeah, the in-universe version of Toby and Tammy certainly aren't spoken to, so Gaster, so Deaf Gaster is, you know, I don't think that's correct. My friend had an actual theory that the smiling man Muffet referenced as telling her about you was Gaster and not Metaton, and that meant that Muffet was gonna be the secret boss of chapter 4. Why 4? What? And what? What is what? And that's a Deltarune theory! Sans is a human with a skeleton mask on. It explains why he apparently bleeds and why he's always smiling as if he's wearing mask. What's that? He blinks and masks don't blink? It's just the eye holes in the mask showing his real eyes blinking, duh. Humans can't use magic? Well, the humans sealed in the monsters and the magic spell, so they can, apparently. Where's the Sans' human soul? I don't know, he lost it or something. And for the last piece of evidence that proves this correct, skeletons don't have lungs, but Sans plays the trombone, a brass instrument. What's the narrative reason for Sans being a human? Toby thought it would be funny. Maybe Sans is Ness or something. Sans, right now at least, in the game of Undertale, is not a human. Sans is a monster. The points brought up against Sans being a human here are not that great. Like, what? It's surely not a mask. Like, right now, Sans is a monster and not a human. So, the theory states that Sans is a human right now, which is wrong. So, Sans goes down here. We know that because Sans has a monster soul. And we know that because Sans attacks the soul, that which only monsters do. And yes, humans can use magic, even if a book says that they can't, because they did the magic spell to seal monsters in the underground. That's how they did it. Humans can use magic. And also, I feel like a better point here would be that he bleeds and also he sweats, which is not something that skeletons do. And I feel like his mouth moves. It just literally does. The point of Sans is that he always has a fake smile on, even in the worst of situations. Even in his last moments, he still puts on the smile to spite you. He doesn't want a reaction out of him. But in the moment he gets hit, he is genuinely surprised and actually loses the smile. His mouth moves. So no, it's not a mask. Sans is Stephen Uni. One, it's almost as old as Undertale and still the most prominent one to come to mind, and that is... Oh, fuck it. We're gonna censor that one. I mean, that doesn't, it doesn't make any sense. Steven Universe being Sans is like... I didn't even know that was a theory. I thought it was just that one funny image. But I guess I didn't know the Undertale community well enough back then. Fair play. The U2 that Gaster speaks with in entry 17 is Sans and Alphys, specifically Alphys. Gaster was the royal scientist far in the past and took a considerable amount of time to find a replacement for him after he vanished. So off of that information, Alphys, who only became Asgore's new scientist in more recent times because she showed off Metatron's technology to him one day and got hired, would literally have never been in the royal lab doing experiments with the Gaster possibly years or decades prior if she needed the whole Metatron plan to work. And especially if she was there and with Gaster or Sans or whatever, she would have just been promoted to the royal scientist the minute Gaster was gone, like... Fair play. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people didn't realize the fact that Gaster wasn't immediately replaced. So the minute they were like, oh, okay, so wait, who could he be talking to? Well, Sans, he's a sciencey guy, and Alphys, she's a sciencey woman. Yeah, why not? That was kind of I think that was the whole thought process behind those two. Alphys doesn't actually do science. Like, she just straight up sucks at it. She scams Asgore into becoming the royal scientist. Like, what would Gaster have to talk with her? Like, why is she there? That don't make no sense. In all technicalities, the fact that it took a while to find a replacement for Gaster could just be because they forgot that Gaster ever existed. That's the whole point of Gaster's character. No one can remember him except the Gaster followers. So maybe that's the interpretation we can go with. So it would technically be possible. We got a second vote for Coma. We got a second comment saying Frisk Coma, so we already got that on the board. Oh, someone's firing them out. Obligatory Sans' Ness. Can I be honest, guys? Can I be honest? I think a lot of the Sans' Ness say is way too overblown. You can come to that conclusion that Sans is supposed to be like someone that is Ness. Yeah, it's supposed to be Ness, but from the future turned into a monster somehow. It's like, yeah, it can't be right because Sans can't be human because we have never seen like a process where a human gets turned into a monster, and so for all we know, it doesn't exist. Sans has a monster soul, and the only process we've seen where a consciousness can be transferred from one being to another or changed in any way is Flowey, who literally lost their soul. So yeah, it's just like it's like here, but like I don't care I don't get why so many people are like, you fucking bitch. It's just so human Sans is Ness. Like it goes there. Asgore was actually right to murder children. which is not a theory, but an insane take to have. Fair play. Humans can't use magic. Literally disproven in opening cutscene. Yeah, but also then stated in a book, which is, you know, they can, because the story needs to work. The story needs to happen. So they need to have magic. So yeah, humans can use magic, but like, we gotta ignore that one book. But I kind of want to put the humans can't use magic right here, because a book does straight up say it. Or it can at least be interpreted to straight up say that. Gaster made the true lab entries. The point that the differently written text is different people just doesn't make sense. It's meant to show Alphys's feelings about whatever she's writing about. This theory undermines Alphys's backstory, and I think it's people wanting more Gaster stuff and discrediting Alphys. I guess Gaster did write entry 17, but come on, that's different. Gaster did not write the true lab entries. We know that from Alphys. Being Alphys, you can read the text and it's just Alphys. Entry 17 is Gaster's, but like, that's it. And no, Gaster is not the one who just doesn't know anything about science and just injected people with determination at random. So yeah, it's the dumbass that did that. It's Alphys. So that's gotta be an F tier. Papyrus is evil and therefore schemes with Flowey. I don't even, like, what? I mean, technically possible. He could just be doing a front. Pappy evil. You are Gaster. That's who Flowey and Chara talk to in the endings. Technically possible, I think. If, like, the mystery man is technically not proven to be Gaster. It's Gaster, by the way. It's technically not proven to be Gaster. So you could be Gaster and the mystery man in that door isn't. Yeah, sure, player Gaster. Obligatory senses Ness mentioned, same. The Gaster created Flowey theory, in my opinion, is the skeleton overhype incarnate. People really have to stop attributing the best parts about other characters to Sans and Gaster. Sans is not the badass of the game, that's Undyne. Sans isn't fighting for the greater good in genocide, he's fighting for revenge. If you want a hero, Undyne isn't going anywhere. Sans cannot remember timelines, that's Flowey shtick. Gaster did not discover determination, nor did he write any of the True Lab entries. I need to recover from that comment. What the fuck was any of that? I mean, yeah, Gaster didn't write the entries, that we know that much. That's a stupid ass theory. But like, what? Sans is fighting for revenge. Revenge for fucking who? I'm pretty sure you misunderstood the character there. I'm gonna be honest with you. Is it revenge for his brother? No. He doesn't attack you if you just kill the brother. Like, huh? Revenge for Tori? He doesn't do that either. Revenge for everyone? Isn't that heroic? What? If you want a hero, it's Undyne. Like, yeah, I guess, but Sans is also a badass. What? I don't know any of that. What was that? My brain hurts after that one. That got 17 likes. That's crazy. Ball game doesn't tell us the soul traits, it's never confirmed. Okay, smart ass, then what do justice and bravery have to do with putting a ball in a hole? Why are we so mad? Why do you care so much? So this is a theory about the ball game that says that the soul traits are the ball game, which is like it's a theory that is possibly true. Undertale is a hallucination of Frisk, and when they hit their head, when they fell down. Again. we keep doing it. Sans is Flowey is the worst Undertale theory I ever heard. How do you even come to that conclusion? Hold on, let me take that down here. Plans. I mean, obviously, that's not true, because we see him in the same room. Literally. And Flowey talks about how Sans kicked Flowey's ass in the neutral endings. Like, what, huh? How do you come to that conclusion? I feel like I'm missing contextual clues here, but the commenter didn't provide them, so I'm just going off vibes here, and the vibes are saying, what the fuck does that mean? The worst Undertale theory I've ever heard is the Sans is Ness theory. Jesus Christ, why do you care so much? It's crazy. I have to say it, Sans is Ness. Another one. 2 in a row. Chara is the one who controls everything and forced you to do the genocide run. I hate to put it up here. I hate it being up here, but the fucking game isn't helping me. It's the dumbest shit of all goddamn time, but the fucking game itself is making me think that. If you want to find out how exactly this could technically be true, to look at my what is Chara theory. If you want to know how much I hate it, if you look at my I hate Chara theory. Because see, Chara is the whole catalyst of me thinking that this may be technically what's happening. It is the dumbest fucking shit. And I hate it. But fuck it's NC. Sans isn't Ness, like come on, we all know he is. Real. Chara is the narrator of the game in Undertale. Oh, people are gonna hate that one. Fun fact. Because of the ending of Genocide, Nara Chara is going down here. I'm sorry. See, the thing about Nara Chara is that after you play Genocide and Chara awakens, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, we have Mr. fucking RPG mechanics a number go up over there, making jokes in the narration. I don't think that's how that works. Like, yeah, some lines are narrated by Chara, almost definitely. In both New Home and Home, there are lines that are narrated by Chara. Like, not in all of the fucking routes. Like, as soon as you do a general route, all of the narration should change. If that's the case. Like, if Nara Chara is the case, all of the narration has to change, because we have awakened Chara now, who thinks they're nothing but number go up. So yeah, doesn't make sense if you take into account that Genocide's ending fucking sucks ass. Toriel is just Lady Asgore and Asriel is just Tiny Asgore. I'm going to assume it's the clone theory again. Why? Why are there multiple people mentioning a clone theory? Am I out of the loop? Sans remembers your genocides. Yeah, he doesn't. He just straight up doesn't. He's very good at reading your face. That's how he does the whole, that expression. That's the expression of someone who's died twice in a row. That's how he does it. He looks at your expression. He looks at your actions and you know, makes like assumptions off of that. He doesn't actually remember resets. If he did, you know, he wouldn't act the same every goddamn reset. And that's how you gain access to his shed. It's not by him remembering you having reset this conversation multiple times. It's by him testing you. So yeah, Sans does in fact not remember your genocides. Chara forces you to do the genocide route. Fucking hope so. I find it kind of funny that people assume Gaster is definitely Sans and Papyrus's father just because he looks like he could be a skeleton. I mean, Daddy G is a theory that has no counter arguments to it because it has no pro arguments to it either. So it's like, yeah, it sure is a D tier theory. Frisk is literally a reincarnation of Chara. I fucking hate Genocide. I don't. I really like the route. It's just the ending sucks so many balls. Most Gaster theories. Importantly, the lab entries, the ones when even Toby needed to outright state that the entries were written by Alphys and that she is the one who made the determination experiment. I mean, yeah, I guess Toby spoke out on it, which is news to me, but like, fair play. The monsters were only underground for the years. That seems about right. Yep. Sans is Steven Universe. We get that again. Ah, damn. I really thought it was just that one image. The theory that Sans was never Ness. Godspeed, you magnificent bastard. Onion San is Gaster must be my number one. Gonna be honest, we know absolutely nothing about Gaster, so it technically has no evidence for it and no evidence against it. Gaster San. The worst theory I've heard is that Sans doesn't actually die because you don't see him die and because you don't hear the whoosh, you don't hear the whoosh sound when the enemies get spared or killed. You do hear the whoosh sound. It's in the game. That makes it even fucking stupider. Thank you. I love you. Kiss me. The dumbest shit I've ever heard. Frisk is actually a monster like the species, Asgore is actually a flower, and the underground is a hallucination. Well, we got the coma theory back again. The Frisk is a monster fury. The Fronster fury, yep, that one's not true, because they have a human soul, which is not something monsters have. An Asgore is a flower. No, because the only flower that is alive we've seen doesn't have a soul, and we literally see Asgore's soul. So, you know, that's good. Flower is unfortunately not on the menu today, boys. Monica from the Literature Club going in. Someone literally once proposed the idea that me and Flowey were the same person. I'm not even being funny or sarcastic. Curious. I mean, technically, there's nothing there is a lot against it, actually. You know what? Put it here. Technically, someone could have stolen the AI from Flowey and put it over in DDLC, and then made Monica mad. I don't fucking know. I don't know. It's here, sure. I wanted to combine Monica and Flowey, and I just typed money. Wrote. I can't speak! Sans is Ness. There's a significant amount of evidence, but it's still a stretch. Have you all not seen Furies? Like, come on. I swear to God, half of these people have not seen a single Undertale Fury, except Game Fury video. Like, there's so much more stupid shit than Sans is Ness. Like, come on, guys. Any Fury that starts with Sans is. Sans is a skeleton. The red soul is determination. Like, did you play the same game as me? Like, no. There is no conclusive evidence that says this red soul is determination. There's also no conclusive evidence that it isn't. I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, did you play the same game? I presume we both played Undertale. I don't know where the secret section is that says red isn't actually determination, but like, as soon as I find it, I'll let you know. Sans made the dog, and the dog is secretly a robot. What dog? Toby dog? That's not correct. How is a greater dog? Great. I mean that would explain how great the dog can pilot the armor. You know. I'm guessing it's Toby dog, and technically speaking, there is no evidence against it. So you're going in the Roby dog. The first fallen human's name is actually Chris, because Chara was probably just an Easter egg, and Chris Deltarune shares a lot of parallels with the first fallen humans. I mean, yeah. I don't know why you put it in the stupid Fury thing, but like I would count this as an Undertale Fury, by the way, because it explicitly says the canon name of the fallen human you name at the beginning. Yeah, Chara is not the canon name, guys. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. We've all gaslit ourselves into thinking that Chara is the correct name. No, Chara is just short for character. Like, that's the whole point. And so now that we have, you know, the Deltarune equivalent of Chara, which is Chris, the most canon name we have to put down there is Chris. But it's still not canon, because whatever you name it is canon. Like, I mean, technically the Fury is wrong, because the name's whatever, but like, it's the most canon shit we got, I'm gonna be honest. Papyrus is actually Sans' father, not his brother. Papyrus is taller than Sans, which clearly means that he's the older one. But what if he actually has a whole generation older? Maybe he just calls him bro to keep up appearance, but deep down he knows the truth. Plus, Sans' depression is the cause. What is the cause? Finding out his brother is actually his dad, and now this whole world feels like a lie. Well, one point is that Sans is the older one, canonically speaking. And you know, I'm like 183 centimeters tall. I'm 18 years old. Ludwig is not 183 centimeters tall. You know, this whole age thing doesn't really matter when it comes to height. I could curb stomp Ludwig. But is there conclusive evidence that says that this isn't the case? I mean, they could have just lied about all of the information. So I guess it goes here. Pappy Daddy. Not sure if this counts as a Fury, but there was one guy who vehemently believed that the No Mercy route was completely justified. That's not a Fury. That's being a psychopath. What? Yeah, completely justified. I destroyed the entire universe! Justified! I killed literally everything. That's on me, but like, completely justified. That's not correct. Anyway. Gaster is everywhere. I'm guessing the musical theme? Which it technically is. If we talk about Gaster is everything, technically, I guess, he was, like, shattered through time and space, so he's technically everywhere at any time. And never really anywhere to also. So I get, Gaster everywhere is kind of here. Which I get, yeah, there's really no argument against it, really. Sans is a robot designed by Gaster. That's not right. Wait, is it not right? Hold on. Hold on. Can I say with certainty that Sans isn't a robot? Sans eats? He doesn't eat. He buys food, but has never eaten on screen. He bleeds. That could be his fuel, though. Like, we don't know if the underground has oil. Wait, hold on. Wait, no. I don't wanna put it up there. Fuck! God damn it. God damn it. Toriel is homophobic because she stops Undyne. You know what that's based? We technically... Wait, hold on. We don't have any evidence against it. Hold on. Toriel's homophobic, baby! Let's fucking go! Frisk is a fake and made-up name, and actually we're playing as the reanimated corpse of Chara, and the soul is the player's soul put there by Gaster. None of that made any sense. We can't be playing as the reanimated corpse of Chara, because Chara looks different. We see Chara, and no, being dead doesn't give you suddenly jaundice. Like, that's not how that works. Sans doesn't care about what you do. That's just, yeah, that's like a big mischaracterization of Sans, and it always has been, kind of, that people just think he doesn't care. But like, he does. He just straight up does. Sans is Ness. Woo! Yeah, baby, that's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo! Do you all have no creativity? Chara and Chris are the same. I mean, they are in different games and have a different name, maybe, and they could be sharing a name. But then you kind of ask the question, are Sans Undertale and Sans Deltarune the same? Probably. Are Sans Toriel and Sans Toriel, what? Are Toriel Deltarune and Toriel Undertale the same? And depending on that answer, maybe? It's like, it's gonna put it here. Sans is actually Ness! Woo! And Gaster is actually Alphys. Cool. Guess that's the new one. Gaster's Alphys. Wait, hold on. Yeah, there's no evidence against it, I don't think. Gasteries. See, the reason there's no evidence against both those and the Onion Sand one is because technically everyone forgot the name, you know? Everyone forgot the name Gaster, maybe that's how that worked. Probably not, but like, we can't fucking know. My legs are giving out. I've been recording for how long have I been? 1 hour? Oh no, I've been standing for, Sans is a human Fury I hate. I say the Sans is Steven Fury. Awesome. Probably Toriel is homophobic. Well, have I got news for you? 1 hour. That's crazy. That's messed up. That's actually crazy. Help me, Mayoshi. Help me. Sans is Ness, followed by Sans is Ness. Sans is Ness. Sans is Ness. Sans is Ness. Maybe all of the fucking Sanses that we nest are the Nanses fucking we made along the Ness. I don't know. Maybe everything that makes goddamn sense is just a version of Sans' Ness. Why do you people care so much about Sans' Ness? I don't get it. It's just a stupid theory. All of this is just stupid theories, and even I care about them. I'm gonna need to check myself out. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Man! Fucking switching music. Oh shit. I can do one more. Any theories that contain the quote, fact that Undertale AUs exist in the base game on any form and timelines. That's a fair point. I mean, any theory that requires AUs to exist is not a theory of Undertale, it's a theory of those AUs. So, AU theory... I fucking destroyed my pen. Oh, that's unlucky. AU theories go down here. Chara is the narrator. Baby! I'm falling. I shouldn't record for this long. Sans remembers the reset theory is one of the worst ones I've seen. I agree, but we already talked about that. Yeah. Every time Gaster upwings his ding until he gasters, he creates an alternative universe that all cowboy wants. So that's what Toby Fox means when he makes friend inside me, and the last boss of Deltarune chapter Undertale is Omega Woody with the 69 human souls. Fury done, so you can go now. Wing my Gaster! Get anything out of here! I don't want you! I don't want any of you! I don't want any of that. I don't want any of that. If I'm getting caught winging my fucking ding in my Gaster one more time, I'm gonna go insane. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Love making it. Love doing that. Subscribe, I guess. You're not gonna watch this whole video, so no one's gonna fucking see this anyway. Why am I bothering to make an outro? No one's gonna see it. Anyway, fucking... my wing goes absolutely Gaster, fits hard, me is hard, I guess, fucking sure. What is my outro? Cue the clown!